I'm a little confused on how to use this product today. I have the DANESSA MYRICKS, the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. It can be used to prime your face, to set your foundation, to use as foundation, and it's a balm that turns into a powder. So I'm confused. I don't know how I'm gonna review this, but we're gonna try. Welcome back to my channel. If you love makeup as much as I do, then you are in the right place. My name is Kara and I am just obsessed with makeup. So I had picked up the DANESSA MYRICKS, the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I'm very interested about this product because it's a very versatile product, as they claim. I picked up 2 shades. I did not pick up the universal shade, but I picked up shade 1 and I picked up shade 3. We'll see which one fits better, or maybe I can use one as a concealer, one as a foundation. If I'm gonna use it that way, I don't know. I have no idea how this review is gonna go because I don't know how to use this product. Before we get into the product, let me give you a little bit of detail about the product. It does go for $36. There are 10 tinted type shades and then 1 universal shade. Like I said, I got shades 1 and 3. Here is the box that your product's gonna come in, and it has your shade number up top here, which the color of up here kind of differs and matches with your shade. On the back, it just gives you some detail about the product. These do have a 12-month shelf life. They're designed in the United States, but they're made in China. Now, what I really like is the packaging. Why? Because of the spoon that's like embedded into the packaging. Anytime you get a product that requires like a spoon to use, it's never attached, so you always end up losing it. This is very convenient because you're not gonna lose it. You're gonna put it right back in when you're done, and then it's just always gonna be there. So here's what the product looks like. And you see you got your spoon right here, and then it has DM on the front for DANESSA MYRICKS. And then on the back you have your shade, and then it just tells you what it's supposed to do. The Balm to Powder formula has a Swedish super ingredient called Upsally. And what that does, it basically balances and absorbs excess sebum and sweat while maintaining the skin's hydration. What I really like about this, which is kind of unique, you don't see it in many products, is that the formula in here, it adjusts its oil absorption to address skin specific needs. So the product can be used multiple ways. It says it could be used as a primer. It can be used to contour and highlight. It can be used to set your foundation. It could be used to give you some coverage and kind of use it as a foundation. So there's so many different ways you can use this. And that's why I'm a little bit like, how am I gonna do this review today? But I think I got an idea. I think what I'm gonna do today is we're gonna test this as a primer and we're gonna test it as a foundation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this all over my skin today. And then I'm going to put foundation over top on one side and not the other. And then I'm gonna do a wear test and we'll see throughout the day how it works and handles as a primer and as a foundation. Like I said, I got 2 shades, shades 1 and shades 3. Let me show you what they look like inside. So here is shade 1, here is shade 3. On camera, they look kind of similar, and even in person, they're not much different. So here's shade 1, shade 3, there's shade 1, and shade 3. So they definitely are different in tones. I definitely want to use both of them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use shade 3 all over my face and then put a foundation on the one side, and then use shade 1 as like a concealer. So to use it as a primer, it says to apply with your fingers, to tap, and then blend. So I'm going to take some of the product. I don't know how much, but I'm gonna take this much for now. And I think what I'm gonna do to kind of warm it up, I have it in my hands now, and I'm just gonna kind of rub it in like this to kind of warm it up a little. And then I'm gonna go in right with my fingers. So it says to tap, I guess, and blend. Oh my. So I think I'm just gonna kind of press it in at first. And it has a little bit of a smell to it. I don't don't know what that smell is, but there's a smell. All right, so I'm tapping it in as they say to do, and I just want to kind of start rubbing it in. All right, now that it's all like tapped in, I'm gonna take a sponge and then I'm gonna kind of pounce it. And let me zoom you in. Now I'm gonna take a sponge and just kind of like help blend this in a little bit. Now it looks like shade 3 would not be my shade, but I think it's a better shade match than 1. I think once I blend it in and everything and then get the rest of my makeup on, it should be fine. So here it is freshly applied. You definitely get a glow from it, which is nice. It's still like a little bit balmy, I guess you would say. It's starting to dry down, so it's still a little tacky. When it comes to blurring, I will say that my pores do look smaller. It definitely evened out my skin tone because I do have, you know, some redness in my face. It definitely evened that out. Now I am gonna take a little bit of shade 1 and I'm gonna put it on under my eye for concealer on the side that I'm not putting foundation on, because once I put foundation on, I will put this over top. So we'll see how this really works, like on top of each other, on top of foundation, underneath foundation. So we're really gonna test this out today. So to start, I took a very, very little bit, and then I'm just gonna put it under this eye. This is a very hard product to review just because like you can use it so many different ways. Now I'm gonna take my sponge and kind of press it in. So putting the balm on top of the balm, like different shades, I don't like the reaction that it gave under my eye. Let me see if I can get a little closer to show you what I'm talking about. So this is as close as I can really get, and I don't know if you can see, but under my eye, like putting the #1 balm over the #3, it basically like looks like it's drying out under my eye. This side just does not, I mean, it does not look good at all under my eye, and I have no idea if you can really tell. But now that the balm had kind of dried down, it doesn't feel like it's a powder. It still feels like a bit tacky. Not much at all. The foundation I'm gonna use is the Pat McGrath Sublime Foundation. I'm gonna put it on this side. Yeah, I'm just totally not liking the under eye here. It just looks like crepey and dry. Like it's hard to explain what it looks like. And like I said, I don't know if you can really tell on camera when I got close, but what I'll do is I will put a picture right here so you can see what I'm talking about. I did notice though too, the redness in my face is like coming back through. I don't know, like you can even see it on camera. Even in the picture I just put up, you can see the redness is starting to come through on my face. That's weird. I mean, it wasn't like that when I first put it on, but now that like this is dry, it like didn't even out my skin anymore. I don't know, we're just gonna continue and go in with the foundation. So we're just gonna put it on this side of the face. And mind you, all my foundations for the most part are my winter shade foundations. So they're starting to not match me very well. I don't tend to get foundations in my summer shade because I tend to wear tinted moisturizers more than foundations. In the summertime, that is. So the foundation went over the balm really nicely. I didn't have any issues with the balm like separating or coming off or anything like that. It actually, you can kind of tell the difference now where this side is more evened out than this side. Now I am gonna go into shade 1 for under my eye. So it's pretty much gonna, I'm gonna use that as concealer, but it's also gonna kind of set underneath my eye because you can use this to set your foundation. So I'm going in with a very little amount to start off with because I have a feeling that the creepiness on the other eye is gonna do the same thing, but now this is going over top of a foundation, not the balm, so maybe not. All right, now this side didn't do what this side did. This side, when I put the balm underneath my eye on top of the foundation, it went on nicely and fine, and it didn't like creep up and look kind of dried out like this eye did when I went and used the balm over top of another shade balm. Now this is what the full face is looking like. Like I said, I'm doing a wear test today. I will show you in natural light. We'll check in, you know, we'll do the whole wear test scenario like I normally will do. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put on the rest of my makeup. I'm going to like kind of fast forward through that so you can see what I'm using and everything. If you don't wanna watch that, I will have timestamps in the description box on when we move on past applying the rest of my makeup. So all my makeup is on. As you can see, I think both sides look okay. I'm still not happy with the under eye here. You can, when you're like looking close, you can kind of see like it's like kind of like yellowish, like where I put the balm at. This side, you can't see it that much, but this side, you can absolutely see it. I'll show you with the camera picture right here what it looks like, what I'm talking about. And again, I am going to show you in natural light what my face looks like, but overall I really like the foundation over top of the balm. I really like it. My face, like on that side, looks very smooth, blurred maybe a little bit. You can't really see my pores very much. I think this side of my face looks absolutely beautiful. This side of my face, the redness you could see is kind of coming through. I mean, the bronzer and the blush kind of hide it, but I'm not really happy with this side of my face. So, but what we're gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna show you in natural light. We're gonna do a wear test. I'll check in with you in a few hours. Currently, right now, it is 10:30 in the morning. So, I'll check in with you and we're gonna do an all-day wear test and see how these products hold up and how they react to my skin. So I will see you guys in a little bit and we'll see how the products do. All right, here we are in natural light. It's very sunny out today, but here's the side with the foundation over top of the balm. And then here's the side with just the balm, and that's it. I think this side, like I said, I like this side a lot better. It looks very nice, but I mean, overall, it's not bad. I I can't get over the under eye thing. I don't like it at all. So I don't know if I like this product or not. So we'll see how the date goes. So I will check in with you here in a few hours. It is now almost 3:30. What time did I start? 10:30 or 11:30? I forget. But the balm has been on my face for about 4 or 5 hours. From afar, this is what it looks like at the moment, which I think it's looking pretty good. Let me give you a close-up. So here is a close-up. This is the side where I put the foundation over top of the balm. And then this is the side where I just used just the balm, nothing else. Really the only differences that I'm seeing between the two, at least at the moment, is that under my eyes on this side, again, if you've been watching this video, you know that I'm not really happy with the under eye on this side because I put the balm all over my face and then I put a different shade balm under my eye. So balm on top of balm didn't work well whatsoever. So I'm not liking what this looks like. Other than that, I think it looks okay. This side still looks a little bit more blurred and smooth than this side does. But overall, it's okay. I am noticing right here that it is starting to kind of settle a little bit into some pores and some little like wrinkle lines, I guess you would say, where it's not doing that on this side. But overall, it's not bad. So I will check in with you again at the end of the night, show you what we're looking like, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the product. It is currently 8:30 at night. Well, 8:40. It's been about 10, 11 hours. This is what I'm looking like right now. The balm held up for the most part, but let me give you a closer look. So here's what we're looking like. This is the foundation side, and then this is the balm alone side. Now it is starting to get like dry, cracky type looking underneath of my eyes. This one is worse than this one, and then it is starting to kind of like break up and stuff right in here. And as you can see, I'm losing a lot of coverage, you know, around my mouth. And I mean, this side still looks okay. It doesn't look that bad. But for 10 to 11 hours, I mean, I can't really complain about that. But let me give you my thoughts. I really don't know about this product. I did like it when I used it as like a primer. It did look nice. And then after putting the foundation and then putting the lighter color under my eye, it was okay. I mean, I wasn't like so excited about that. Like I could probably go without. The other side where it was just the balm and then the lighter shade balm on top of it, I did not like that at all. I mean, immediately it was like not creasing, but just looked dry. It didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. I personally don't really like it. I mean, I do a little bit, but not enough for me to be like, yes, go run out, grab this, you need to have it. No, there are other balm type products that are gonna work a little bit better than this. If you wanna give it a try, I mean, go right ahead. It's $36. I do recommend just using it as a primer. It will do good and give you good results and last, obviously. But if you're gonna use it by itself, or to set your foundation, I don't know. I don't like it. I kind of disappointed. So that's it. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will link everything down in the description box, as well as the products I used on my face. I will link those down below as well. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye.